Hey, good morning. How is everyone doing today? It's a wonderful sunny Friday. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm doing great actually. I'm doing well. I'm loving the weather today. It's going to be 33 degrees, which is kind of warm. It is kind of warm, but we will manage. But it's amazing to see that summer is here. Summer is here. So I hope you are having a great week, had a great week, or having a great Friday morning or afternoon or wherever you're watching from. Today we will be working in Blender again, for on my part. You will be working on your own stuff for 40 minutes, because that's what we do in this co-working session. 40 minutes of focus time and then a 10-minute chat just like this, and then we dive back into the work just to get stuff done and not be alone. So here we go. 55 seconds left. Grab your water, grab your coffee, grab your snack, whatever you need. Prepare yourself. I will be diving into Blender again. I am still working on the Echoes of Caer Aurelia contest. I do not have the illusion to win. I'm just in this to see if I can get a time pressured character out of the way. The deadline for the character, the 3D sculpt character in this case, is June 23rd. It is now June 13th, so we have 10 days left, and that means a few hours in my case, because I'm working as a UX designer in the daytime, and I'm trying to get Blender down in the evening or on the co-working sessions. Right, with that said, let's dive into the first session of the day, 40 minutes of focus time. Let's go. I'm going to run down real quick to grab my coffee because I forgot that, so I will be right back. But let's go. Let's begin. gosh, I was muted. Hey, hey, welcome back. I'm so sorry. I was muted. I didn't press my little mute button good enough. So amateur. I am. Anyway, how are you doing? I am having a fight with Blender today. I'm doing 10 things at a time because I feel the pressure, the time pressure of getting this character done, and I'm trying to think of ways to do it quickly and even quick and dirty. But you know, I hate the geometry. I generated the geometry with what's it called? Quadrimesher, which does an awesome job, of course, but I want it to be better. Just like I did with Darius. I retopologized him by hand, but it took so long. And I don't have the time, so I'm trying to think of things to get this character done, but it feels wrong in all the ways possible. Geometry-wise, material-wise. I selected a skin material from Blender Kit. Blender Kit is perfectly fine, of course, but now I'm like, oh, I want to do it myself, and is this the right way? And I don't know. And oh. So yeah, the what is it? The pressure is. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the pressure. I'm feeling the pressure of getting the character done in time. I don't have a reference, which is also not such a good idea. The only reference I have is my own sketch, which I did in grease pencil. And yeah, it was a quick sketch. I was like, okay, let's do something like this. And then I started to block out the character. And now I don't like the legs, the way her legs look. But, you know, I don't have time. I don't have time. I will share her here so we can see what I'm talking about. Oh gosh. I actually do like her face. You can't see her face really good now. Oh, excuse me. I like her face. I also did a quick one with the eyes. I just made them like a night elf. Glowing. So that way I won't have to model the eyes. That's quick and dirty, isn't it? Oh. I'm not sure if this is the way I want to create characters. I had too much fun with detailing every step of the way with Darius. And also with Amelia, by the way. But with Amelia, my first character, I what is it? I didn't retopologize her. So, are we seeing her ear? Yeah. There's her ear. Yeah, so I'm trying to rush. I'm rushing this character, and I don't think that's a good idea. But yeah, you know, it's a contest. I'm a noob. So we need to rush. And we need to think of smart ways to dodge lengthy processes like retopologizing by hand. Yeah, I'm not quick enough for that, to do that. But it really is really biting me in my behind now, because I want to select her legs nicely so I can project texture on there. But because of the geometry is really weird, it's like jagged at the top, and then I have to fill it in with the color again. So yeah, it's not the greatest. No, I miss good typology in this case when I'm trying to texture paint. You know, and this is also very interesting because it's a great learning process. How do I create a character in a few hours, basically? I know the contest is a little longer than that, but I only have time to jump into this character on these streams, maybe sometimes in the weekends. But you know, it's all good, it's all fine. How are you guys doing? Are you having a productive time? Are you having a good time? Are you getting stuff done? I hope you are. We have 4 minutes of a break left. Yeah. So I was trying to texture paint her legs, but I'm not happy with the selection of vertices that I got. So I need to select and unwrap them again. There are no seams in there. No, what is it? No seams. So it unwraps really weird. And that's also a little bit horrible when you try to texture paint. But we're trying to do this. We're trying to get there. We're trying to create this character. Yeah, with her golden cape. Not very stealthy, I know, but yeah, you know, she's doing her best. Okay, so now the last thing I was trying to do was I was trying to redo her bra part because I created it with a mask. And what did I do again? Yeah, I solidified the bra before I created the mask. So now I have a solidified mask. And I just want the top part. So, yeah, so now that mesh is also meshed up. But that's fine. It's okay. We will figure something out in this next session. I was trying to select the top part of the bra part, so the outside actually, but I don't know how to select that. So I guess I need to mask out the bra again and do it again. Or am I going to fiddle about and try to make it work anyway? Maybe I'll do that. Because time, but yeah, I know I know what I don't like about this process, and I know what I like about previous processes, and I think that's a really good win. That's a really great piece of things to learn, I guess. So taking another sip, getting ready for the next sprint. I also need to redo her hands because those are awful too. I really wonder if I can make this work in such a short amount of time, but I'm really going to try and create a final render. And why not just submit it into the Discord at Ape Lyle, because this contest is by Ape Lyle 3D. Its contest is called Echoes of Career Aurelia. If I scooch this over, then you can see what I mean. So that is the contest. Contest information. So, yeah. Oh, 30 seconds left. I'm struggling with this character. It's hard. But it's fun. I'm really trying to jump through hoops to get it done. But I'm learning that trying to do it quickly isn't always the best way. Just need to get really, really fast with topology. I need to do that. And then I end up doing the topology again. Oh my gosh, no. I don't have the time. Okay, with that said, time's up from the break. Let's dive into the next session, and I wish you a great one. Let's go. Dat is wel beter. Als ik nou... Ja, krijg te unmuten. Hey. Welcome everyone. Welcome who is new here. This is a co-working session I always do on Fridays, where we dive into our own stuff, work, creative projects, and focus together for 40 minutes. And then have a chat for 10, just like now. Welcome everyone. Welcome. I'm going to call you XD. I'm going to call you XD because I can't pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. XJin. And welcome, Madi. Welcome. Great to see you. Thank you for the questions also in the chat. It's really nice. Nice to see you're interactive and you're, looking at my work. Yeah, I'm joining this contest, and I'm not having the illusion of winning, because come on. If you see the work that is done by the people who are in the contest, it's amazing. But for me, this is a nice try to see if I can create a character under time pressure. And that is why I'm doing this, because I created 2 other characters before this one, only 2, and it took me ages. But that was because I was diving deep into how to create characters, and with all the aspects like retopologizing, texture painting, materials, everything, creating the eyes, and I absolutely know, I think 3% of everything I feel. But that's fine. I'm very much a learning blender. This is my 3rd character, and I really love sculpting. I love sculpting anatomy, and that's something that I discovered when I started my first sculpt. Her name was Emilia. We named my first sculpt Emilia, and she was a demon huntress, and I followed along with a tutorial by Speechar. Maybe you know Speechar. Where are you from? I'm from the Netherlands. You can absolutely tell by my thick accent, but that's how I talk. So that was my first character, and then after I created Emilia, I went on with creating Darius. Let's see if we can. I will show you Darius and Emilia. And Darius was the character that I created by myself, no tutorials, because I wanted to try that for myself. Let's see if we can pull up Darius and Emilia for a second. Hold on. Let me search for a little bit. Let me see. Let me grab the image thingies, and then let me just open up my Blender projects and my what is it? Darius and Emilia. So maybe we can. I think I need to go into Emilia's sculpt, and then we can. Yeah, here they are. So these are Darius and Emilia. Darius and Emilia. Yeah, so Emilia, the right little woman type, fearless demon huntress. I created her following along Speechar, a tutorial by him. I bought that, no ads. And Darius is the one I created myself, no reference. I challenged myself to create armor that would match Emilia. So as you can see, Emilia is pretty much covered in all the places that are very vulnerable. Not. So I thought Darius shouldn't have armor there too, because otherwise they wouldn't be on the same team. So these are the characters I created. I will zoom in for a little bit. It's not the highest quality render, but here you go. So with Darius, I learned how to retopologize. I retopologize him by hand because I, at one point, thought maybe it would be cool if I could use it in a game engine or something. That didn't happen yet. Then the second idea was to try and 3D print him. That's still on the list. I'm trying to 3D print this character. But the main reason that I learned how to retopologize him was because I wanted to texture paint him. And for texture painting, I needed nice, clean topology to get all the paint in. So I created a little bit of shadows and also a little bit of a beard shade. And yeah, so I went in there and tried to create a nice texture paint for him. I didn't do that with Emilia. This is Emilia. Yeah. So, sword and everything. Really nice. And as you can see, I'm using the same technique that I learned for her bra with the bra that I'm creating right now with the other character that I'm working on. So, this one. So it's the same technique, actually. Masking and then extracting the mask from the sculpt. But the first time around it didn't go well because I had a multi-res modifier on there still, and then it wouldn't extract, so I had to do it again. Why does male have top? Yeah, because I wanted to match their armor, so they would be on the same team. A little bit of the same, vibe going on. I don't know. I just wanted to do something. Good luck. I wish one day I will find customers too. Yeah, I don't have customers. I'm doing this by myself and for myself, and maybe in the future, who knows. No, I work as a UX designer. I have my I'm self-employed UX designer. I have had my little company for 10 years, and it doesn't have to do with Blender. So, yeah, so that. Maybe, hopefully one day I can switch to Blender, full-time Blender, and earn some money like that, but I don't know. As a WFH freelancer, I'm not really sure what that is. This is a super cool idea to solve the challenge of working solo so often. Solve the challenges of working solo so often. Yeah, it's nice, isn't it? It's great to meet people and not be alone in my little attic room. So yeah, work from home. Exactly. I usually work from home. I also work at offices. But, since 2 years ago, everything went from the office to the home. And actually, I didn't really return. Sometimes I have to go to office for face-to-face meetings. And that's also fine. And it's great to see people again. But, yeah. But have no fear. I have a family here. I have my kids. And they're 10 and 12. And I have my husband. He's at the office right now, actually. So at this moment, I'm home alone, but I'm usually not that alone. And that's also the reason that I don't have that much time to dive into Blender, because I have family duties. That's absolutely fine. But, kids are getting older. They're getting more self-sufficient, if you will. And that's really nice. And they also are rooting for me with Blender and sharing their opinions on how the characters should be. So yeah, that's really nice. Yeah. So that is my little backstory for the people who didn't know me yet. Nobody knows me, so hi, it's me, Fran. UX designer by day, Blender enthusiast by Friday mornings. So there you go. And nights, and sometimes in the weekends. Did you add on the models or made it by yourself? I sculpted the models all by myself from scratch. These are all UV spheres. If you scroll all the way down in my little videos on my YouTube channel, you can see the absolute beginnings of Emilia, and you will, don't be scared because it's horrible. But eventually, when you push through and be patient, it'll work out. So the whole history of creating Emilia and Darius are actually on my channel. So if you like, you can scroll back and flip through it. I'm sharing my screen since, 1.5 years now. So yeah, it's a little documentation of the journey. Right, with that said, working with Blender as a mom is cool. Thanks. Is it? I don't know. I just love Blender, and I've been eyeing on Blender since for 25 years, but it was a little bit scared to touch it. But eventually, I thought I need to dive in. I really want to learn this, and so I decided to start and have at it. Right. With that said, the break timer is over, and that means that we're diving back into 40 minutes of focus time, and I will be trying to recreate this little top piece for this character by masking out and extracting the mask, and then trying to put some materials on it or something and make it a little bit nicer. So we'll see how that goes. Dive into your work, grab your coffees and or water or whatever you like, and let's go diving to the third session of today. welcome back. Another 40 minutes burned. How is everyone? Thanks for the cool interaction in the chat. So yeah, what is the story with this? What is it? Last week someone in the chat opted her name to be Thistly the Crow. I don't really know about the crow, but Thistly is a nice, I think a nice name. And actually we need to write a 200-word story, backstory on the character for the Echoes of Aurelia, contest. I will scooch this over so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is Echoes of Caer Aurelia. And Caer Aurelia is a city. And this contest is by Abe Lale. And I, again, have not the illusion of winning. I just wanted to enter to see if I could create a character with time pressure. Because I take my sweet time with my other characters. And this one has to be done on June 23rd. And we also have to write a little backstory on this character. So, Caer Aurelia is a city, and Abe didn't really elaborate on what the city is about, but it is high fantasy. So I have an idea. I played World of Warcraft a whole lot of times, so my brain is somewhere there. And I think that Thistly here doesn't live in the city, but visits the city. And when she enters and when she visits, she directly moves to the lower parts of the city, the darker parts, the darker streets and the darker shops, because she needs to buy some new stuff for her brews. Something like that is happening in my mind. So she also sells her brews, of course, and these brews aren't always for the good, you know, something like that. And that's why she's tricky, because she can do both. But yeah, you know, you have to be careful with her. Yeah, she can be nice, but also, you know, if she doesn't like you and she says, here's your brew, what happens next is a mystery. Anyway, so that's where my brain went. And let's see. So we went for a little bit of gray hair. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Thanks. And oh yeah, Madi also, Madi, I think it's Madi. I'm sorry if I don't pronounce your name correctly. Also asked if I have a reference of this character. No, I don't have a reference. The only thing I looked at was for the legs. I will scooch this over for a little bit so I can show you. Hold on. Let me do it a little bit like this. How can we do this? I'll just do it like that. So what I did was I looked a little bit at Mr. Tumnus. Mr. Tumnus from Narnia. And what I did was, the first thing was I set the camera up like this. And then I went to town with a grease pencil. So where is the grease pencil? This is the grease pencil. So this is actually my sketch. I sketched her out with the camera view because we need to deliver a still render. So no animation, nothing. So this is actually what I did first. And then I modeled her out. I blocked her out with spheres and cubes and everything. And then I merged those things and then I started sculpting. And that's how I went at it. So yeah, that's what I wanted to share. Because you were wondering about the reference, which I don't have. So that is that. Yeah, because I really missed sketching out first. Usually I sketch on paper a little bit because I'm not that great of a sketcher. But I really wanted to, yeah, project it in Blender. And then I thought, hey, why not grab a grease pencil for that? and the rest was history, and now we're here. So let's see. What purpose do you use Blender for? Learning or any other things? Because I just love to create 3D stuff. I just love it. I love to do this. Just like people love to paint or love to create origami characters, I love to use Blender. It is a great mix for me for my creativity and also my technical side, since I am a little bit of a nerd, although I am not really good at coding, but for me that isn't that creative, at least for me, because you can be very creative with coding, but I just can't do it. My brain isn't wired like that. I'm more, you know, I feel more at home with a pen in my hand and sculpting stuff and pulling things out of my brain and trying to create that. So yeah, that's why I use Blender, because I just love it. Just love to do it. Sometimes it's frustrating also, of course. Just now I had a little bit of a frustrating moment with the top that I was working on, because there was still a modifier on there. So I had to do it again. But you know, that's how we learn. That's how we learn. Right, so I switched over to Eevee instead of cycles. Why? Because the shader to RGB only works in Eevee, and I was trying to do that for her hair. Not really sure if I'm happy with that yet. It's all just a splash of color right now, but if I scooch over, let's see. Okay. Look, if I use these sliders here, I can create this cool stylized look, but I have to maybe there's not enough what is it, light at the moment. Maybe I need to fool around with the lighting a bit, but you can create highlights like this, you see? So that's really a cool, yeah, something like that. Oh, I almost had it like that. Now we have 3 colors in her hair. It's a little bit more stylized. See, that's a really cool trick, but it only works in Eevee. So yeah, it's really easy setup. Just a shader to RGB. Notice I'm in Eevee, and then a color ramp with 3 colors or 4 or 5 or whatever you want, and then bam, into the surface, and then you have really nice, yeah, what is it, what's it called again? Stylized, yeah, they call it stylized look. Stylized look. It's very different than her top, which is very sparkly at the moment. Yeah, she looks like she's in a show or something, so maybe we need to revisit that. Maybe more brass look would be better. I'm not sure. So yeah, anyway, these were 3 co-working sessions, 3 Pomodoro sessions of 40 minutes with a chat. And I'm really happy to see you all. It was a great time for me because it's already 12:30 here, and that means it's time for lunch, and I need to do some stuff before the kids get home. So that is, this was the last session of today. I have a little Discord server, very beautiful, dear people in my little teeny tiny Discord server. So if you want to join, you can. I will share the link right here. Usually when I have a slot of time to work in Blender, I'll just hop in one of the co-working session voice channels and I'll share my screen right there, and then we can have a chat. It's not Pomodoro timed, it's just no fancy lighting, it's just sharing the screen, being there, a little place to just be creative together. So if you like to join, please do. And yeah, lots of nice people in there. It's really tiny, like I said, but everyone in there is dear to me. So I'm really happy that people are in there and sharing little updates and being there. So it's really nice. Right. With that said, I'm going to thank you all for being here and being active, and hopefully you had some stuff done and you had a nice little co-working session with me. I'll be back next week with the same concept. maybe I went along with this character or maybe not, and then we will move on from here. It depends on what the week and the weekend will bring and how much time I can put in. But yeah, we need to finish it because it's almost the 23rd, so yeah, I have to push through. Otherwise I won't be in time to submit my final render. Anyway, thank you all, and yeah, I'll see you next week. Thanks again, have a great weekend and have a great week. Bye. Thanks.